guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I didn't know necessarily what I wanted to talk about for this video. Just trying to center it a little bit. There we go. I don't know what I really wanted to talk about in this video, and I thought to myself, you know what, let's just be 100% honest about what it is to be pregnant. Because, you know, I wish I had that conversation. I wish I had that conversation, you know, previous to having this one over here. And, you know, it wouldn't have stopped me from being pregnant or wanting to have kids, but just having the reality of what it is to be a parent or a mother. I feel like that would have helped a whole lot in preparing me to become a mother and on this journey of motherhood. And, you know, and I feel like besides the physical changes, I feel like it's not talked about the emotional and the mental state of what women go through when they become pregnant. And and it's just very difficult to put into words. The best way that I can explain it is that it's just a roller coaster. It's an absolute roller coaster of emotions, and you just don't know what to do with them. And as you can see, I'm trying to record this video, and she just wants to be in it, and I'm just going to let her do what she wants to do because I refuse to have her cry. And it's just, I'm just not doing it today. So this might be all over the place. I'm just speaking from the heart in this video, and just for any other, you know, women who watch my channel, or, you know, couples or whatever that are thinking about having kids or that already have kids, you guys can understand. Yeah, for your parents, you know, or couples who are thinking about having kids, to kind of have an understanding of, you know, what could happen. Because every person is different. You know, I just want to speak from my personal experience. So with having my first daughter, you know, I was excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a mom. I've always wanted to be a mom. And I just knew that it was something that I wanted to do. And going through the pregnancy, you know, I was like, okay, cool. These bodily changes, this is what happened. Perfectly fine. You know, it's really weird to see a human being grow inside of you. And it took me a while for it to settle in that, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a first-time mom. After having her and coming home from the hospital, because I stayed at the hospital for 2 days, I was just like, oh, bleep. This is really happening. And, you know, when you have a newborn baby that's crying and you're trying everything in your power to stop them from crying, and they just nothing is working, you know, those little thoughts come into your mind like, oh my gosh, like, am I doing this right? Am I fit to be a parent? Am I fit to be a mother? And those thoughts happened a lot in the beginning, the first 3 to 6 months of her life. It was just constant. And, you know, her and I, we co-sleep. So on top of that anxiety of feeling if I'm a good mother, you know, just making sure like, oh my gosh, am I going to roll over on her? Is she going to fall? Is she going to like die while I'm sleeping? You know, and then on top of that, my husband had to go back to work. You know, is he going to be okay at work? Is he going to get into a car accident? Is he going to get robbed? Is he going to get murdered? Like, all those anxious thoughts just constantly cross my mind on a daily basis. And on top of that, I still had to be present to make sure that I'm taking care of not only myself, but my daughter as well. And that was very difficult for me to do. By the grace of God, you know, we're still alive today, and we're doing pretty well for ourselves. And I feel like it didn't get up until she turned 1 that I'm like, okay, I think I got a good handle on this. I think I'm a good mom, because I didn't feel that way for a very long time. And it was about maybe a couple of months ago where, you know, I decided to finally take the step of going to therapy, because I was, you know, heavily dealing with postpartum depression. And that's not talked about a lot, you know, in this journey of motherhood and fatherhood, because fathers do experience it as well. And, you know, just having these very, very vile thoughts, and it's always in the moment of frustration, and you know, I've suffered in the past depressive episodes. You know, I'm not a doctor, I don't want to self-diagnose myself. So I know what being depressed and having anxiety feels like, but this felt completely different. And you know what they say, oh yeah, you have the baby blues and things like that. This was not, I was not blue, I was gray, because I had no feeling of wanting to be a mother on multiple occasions. I'm like, I don't want to be a mom right now. I want to clock out and just shut my brain off. I don't want to take care of her. I just want to be left alone. I want to go to an island with a nice big old drink and a nice book and be left alone. That was my thought process for a very long time. And you know, that I struggled with feeling that way, because it's just like, I don't want to feel that way, but that's just the reality of it. And what really kind of hit harder was when I was in school, because I was working full-time and then going to school online full-time, and I unfortunately had to drop out because you know, it was very difficult taking care of her, you know, when my husband was at work, and you know, handing in assignments and things like that. And in all honesty, I blamed her a lot for it. It's like, you're the reason why I couldn't finish school. I regret having you, and all of those things. And it's just like, that's not fair to her. She didn't ask to be here. You know, my husband and I knew what we were doing, like, to create a child, and that's something that we both wanted. And I guess I didn't realize the severity of the sacrifice that it takes to be a mother. And it's not just physical, it's mental, it's emotional, it's spiritual, it's all of those things. I see you. And you know, moments like this, I wouldn't trade for the world. I absolutely love my daughter, and I know that I'm going to love this, you know, this next daughter that comes in January. And you know, I know I'm going to have some days where I'm going to struggle, and that's okay. And I'm just glad that I have such an amazing village surrounding me, to making sure that I'm okay, to making sure that they will do what they can to give me the breaks that I need, and just to look out for us. And that I'll always appreciate. So that's just kind of the gist of it, and how I'm feeling, how I felt. You know, in my first pregnancy, this pregnancy, I feel like I got more of a handle on everything. And I'm super excited, because I know what I need to work on. Therapy is just an amazing thing, and having such an amazing village, an amazing husband and family, that's just making sure that I'm good. So I'm going to end this video on a happier note. I'm going to show you guys my little 20-week and a couple of days baby bump. So right here is baby girl number 2. So that's the side, that's the front, and that's the other side. And yeah, guys, so that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys have any other questions that you guys want to ask about pregnancy, I don't mind doing a pregnancy Q&A. and any other videos that you guys want me to do. Enter them down below. If you guys want me to still do more baby bumps in my videos, comment them down below. All of that, any idea that you can think of, comment them down below and I will do it. So yeah, remember, I love you and God loves you. See you in my next video. Bye.